Hi, everyone. Today we have another amazing co-author spotlight of the book, How Healers Heal. We have Dr. Qadira Ali. Hi, Dr. Ali.
Hello, hello. Hi, Dr. Shelby. Nice to see you.
You as well. I'm so excited you're part of our book. And let's get to know you a little bit better. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I am a Washington, D.C. based pediatrician. I've been in practice for about 10 years as of this year. And about 4 years ago or so is when I really came to a bit of a crossroads in terms of my practice, was feeling a bit of push and pull in terms of the primary care way of seeing patients and knowing that there was something more I could offer. So it was around that time that I got into lifestyle, which I know we'll talk about more, but I also founded my own additional platform to educate families around lifestyle and implementing lifestyle medicine into the family unit. In addition to that, I'm a mom. I love cooking and all sorts of hobbies outside of medicine, but I'm very excited to be here as a pediatrician and lifestyle medicine doc.
Thank you for that. I mean, your chapter is amazing. I don't want you to give it away at all. And it's magnetic and your photos are amazing. You are amazing. But so let's talk a little bit. Is there a specific event that led you into well, without giving away your chapter, that led you to learn about lifestyle medicine, and how do you incorporate it in your practice today, whether it's through Sprouting Wellness or your main practice or both?
Mhm. Very great questions, all. And so I'll drop a few little teasers, but essentially, there was a moment in time that was a convergence of a lot of different sources of stress in my life. Stress is a part of being human, right? But there are particular moments in chapters where things feel like they're piling on. So at a particular moment in time, I had stress related to work and the flow of being a relatively new attending, about 2 to 3 years into independent practice. I also had that pressure and stress of being a new parent. I had a toddler at home, a young toddler, and there was additional, demands associated with that. And then I had some personal health challenges that were really coming to a head around the same time. So we had that kind of personal, the professional, and then my own actual health that came together to push me to exploring something new. And that's what really started me on discovering lifestyle medicine and figuring out how can I bring this really life-promoting information to my family is really where it started, in myself, but then almost more importantly to my patients and the families that I care for. So as a part of that journey, as I got deeper into lifestyle, I really felt compelled to create my own platform to deliver this. And that was for a lot of different reasons. I do work for an institution, and there's often just a lot more red tape associated with rolling out new things. And then I also wanted the creative license to really build something that was my own. And so out of that really blossomed Sprouting Wellness, which for the past several years has been my main vehicle for delivering lifestyle medicine. And that's been through courses and free workshops that I've done and speaking engagements. And you name it, we've dabbled in it in Sprouting Wellness, but all towards that one unifying goal of improving health, one family at a time, and keeping the child. And also the mother is the direction I'm moving more towards in the center of that change.
I love the name of that, Sprouting Wellness. I mean, it speaks volumes just by itself.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that, and how did someone work with you
Totally.
through your program?
Totally. So I have a website, sproutingwellness.com. So that is really a compendium of all sorts of information, from blog posts to freebies around healthy snacking. And I created a wellness roadmap for families looking for, where do I start around implementing healthier habits at home? And then there's options to book me for speaking. That's really been the crux of a lot of my work most recently, in terms of conferences or organizations that serve kids and families looking for someone to come in with not just professional experience, but also profound personal experience to speak to these issues, because it's hard. That's the reality. So I would say my website, and then I am also active on social media, less so more recently, but at Qadira Huff MD. is my main Instagram account. And then there is also a Sprouting Wellness account that we can link.
I love that. I'm so glad you're spreading your knowledge and your experience. I love how you pointed out the mother as well, because I think that is a key person in a family. I know all members of the family are important, of course, but can you speak to that a little bit more?
Yes, and I speak to the importance of motherhood as one of my main motivators in my personal lifestyle change. And then also, I do start to speak about how Sprouting Wellness really emerged as a tool for mothers, and I focus on moms come somewhat selfishly as a mother myself, but also recognizing that we are often the first teachers of our children. And, more than our words, kids are going to be following our example. And mothers hold a lot of weight when it comes to modeling and just really living out some of these healthy lifestyle principles. And so that is what one of my motivations was around Sprouting Wellness and who my target audience has always been. And one of my future offerings that I'm really still in the planning stages of is a program that's really catered towards busy working moms who are trying to figure out how to implement healthier habits, first and foremost for themselves, just because we know that there's a lot of positive associations between how we feel and our health levels and our productivity and how we're showing up at work, how we're showing up at home, and then how we feel about ourselves. And this is an audience that has so many demands placed on it as busy working moms. And so I am very inspired to craft this lifestyle program that's really going after the moms who need this help almost more than any other group there is around.
That sounds like a whole book in itself, Dr. Ali. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Let's switch gears a little bit to the book, How Healers Heal. Why do you think doctors, non-doctors, people should read this book?
Oh my gosh, how much time do we have? There's so many reasons why this book is timely and why this book promises to be a tool for really inspiring others, whether they're doctors, other healthcare professionals, or just people to feel more empowered about their health. I think that in terms of medicine and physicians, we're truly at a place of crisis that started well before the pandemic, but has definitely accelerated in the midst of these additional requirements and demands, especially affiliated with hospital systems. So burnout is the result. And I think that there are so many different evidence-based solutions to burnout, but one of them is that sense of personal resilience, that sense of personal well-being. And that's something that we don't have to wait for a lot of institutional change to begin. We can start that today. So I think our book is very empowering just from that message alone. So I'm just excited to share this with everyone. And I'm hopeful that this becomes a bit of creates a domino effect to keep this movement and the momentum really growing over time.
I agree wholeheartedly. What is your number one tip for someone looking to make a lifestyle change? I know it's going to be very different for most people, but just as a general tip.
I would say my biggest tip is don't overthink it. You can start sooner than you think you can. A lot of times we get so in our heads and we're almost overwhelmed by information where there's too many choices. I would say start the thing that's most meaningful to you around lifestyle and that you think that you might get the biggest reward sooner, whether that's sleep. You know that you're chronically exhausted, but there's so many different other things in your lifestyle regimen that maybe are off the wheels. But sleep is something that you can start tonight by let's start a bedtime for ourselves, right? Let's put our device in another room. Let's make sure we have an eye mask. These are things that are really easy. They don't cost a lot of money, but we are going to start to feel the benefit of that on the sooner side. That's just one small example, but I think we get really, we can be our own biggest obstacles in a lot of ways. And a lot of this is just mindset. So I would say, don't overthink, create a small, realistic goal and start today. We don't have to wait until tomorrow.
I love that. You're such a dynamic speaker. Amazing. Can you tell us anything else I haven't asked you about, any other ways to connect with you? And thank you so much for your time. I know you're super busy.
Thank you. And thank you, Dr. Fadan, for being the engine behind this really beautiful project. I would say if you are a part of an organization, you serve children, you serve families, mothers, please feel free to reach out to me. My website has a contact me page that you're able to quickly put in your contact information, and then someone from our team will reach out and respond to see how we might be able to work together. But I'm passionate. I think that this is really at the heart of how we're going to heal our country and really the world with our individual lifestyle habits. And we've got the evidence to support it. So just really happy to be a part of this movement and see what blossoms from here.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.